What's up, guys? Well, I'm back with another video, and this is the War Monkey. Today I'm going to be bringing you a free video, or not a free video, of course it's a free video, it's on YouTube. What am I talking about? I'm going to be bringing you a free online MMORPG game that I found, and oddly enough, I found this on a Facebook ad. And of course, anytime anyone that's actually looked at Facebook ads knows that the majority of games are going to be Facebook games actually, and I was really surprised to see that it wasn't. And so here I found this game and it's free, it's downloadable, and it's actually a very good game, surprisingly. Here you can. This is sort of a choosing. There's several different types of magic in the game there, and if you really want to know what it is, then when you see the combat and everything, you'll definitely understand. It's Magic the Gathering geared towards 13-year-olds. Basically. See, here I chose fire, and it's like, okay, I'm fine with that. Last time I was balance, and they had a couple of things into it. Like balance is kind of a combination of everything, and then they have these astral styles, I guess, which are common. You basically can combine different deals, but you can do that in Magic the Gathering too. So it's a really good game, actually, surprisingly. Especially for a free game, you don't expect it to be so good. Of course, the graphics are a little outdated. Plus, my computer, I have it on like medium settings or something like that, just because I can't run it at high speed. I'm sorry. I hate my laptop so much. I'll probably rag about that in every single video I do, but this is actually a really good game. I played it a little bit, and then I was like, man, I could do a video on it. That's really fun. And I might actually even, I'm not going to show you everything I do in this game, just because a lot of it is taken from WoW as far as like questing and stuff, which of course is really boring. Go kill 6 of these. Go kill this. One thing this game does do kind of well, though, is it says you only have to kill 2 or 3. I haven't seen anything so far that says go kill 10 bears, which is take forever actually in this game. So, and I get caught up in a lot of accidental combat in this video, which makes it longer than it really should be, which was really annoying. I was trying to avoid, and we even have a creeper in this video later on. Another annoying thing is you can't type in a name. This again goes towards the 13-year-old. They're really trying to make sure that you can't do anything offensive, and in fact you have to put your age and anything to even be able to talk in the game, and there's a parent section and everything else, so it's very geared towards younger kids. The quotes for the game even are from school teachers and stuff, so it's really weird. But here I'm just like, my god, none of these names are cool. I hate it. I like William for some reason. I don't even know why. But as you'll see, and we're going to have to wait till the video gets in because I don't want to spoil everything before we go. This video will be in 3 parts due to the fact that it is quite long. Again, a lot of that goes into the accidental combat I get in. And a cool thing about this game, though, is it does allow for team play. You can have up to a group of 4 people fight on a group of another 4 monsters, which is something a lot of MMORPGs lack. A really it feels smooth when you're playing with your teammates, which, I mean, if you play a game like RuneScape, you know that is not a smooth team. I mean, the whole thing about RuneScape, really. I'll have to do another video on RuneScape. Here, they do offer a tutorial. It's a very good tutorial, and there's a lot of lore going on in this game. There's actually a pretty decent storyline, considering who their target audience is. It's still a pretty good storyline. And so I go and skip the tutorial though, because I know what I'm doing. And then, so here I go, and as you can see, the really bad part about this game is you can have frame rate issues and everything due to the fact that everyone has the same starting areas and everyone has the same beginning quest. There's no difference based on what type of wizard you are or anything like that. Oh, if I didn't mention the name, I might as well. It's Wizard101. I'm so sorry if I didn't mention the name. Wow. Okay, anyway. So I get my quest, and as you can see, it directs you there. And basically the way the game works is just like, and this is because I registered my email, so I get 1,000 free gold. That's kind of cool if you go do that. It's neat. And the way the game works is, of course, a lot like Magic the Gathering, but it's like Magic the Gathering mixed with WoW, if you had any way of describing it. Um, the voice acting and everything is completely cheesy, geared towards younger kids again. But if you can get past all that, and this is just a bunch of tips, if you can get past all that, it's actually a pretty good game. If you can look back in the bottom left-hand corner, after all these pop-ups, there's health and then there's mana. And mana, you use 1 mana to cast each spell, or do special things. Like you'll see me do some stuff as far as teleporting and things that also uses mana that I can just do without being in combat. And then when you're actually in battle, there's these things called pips, which is the equivalent of lands in Magic the Gathering, and most of your spells at this point in the game all cost, they're all 1 pip. You only have to be 1 pip, and you gain pips for every turn you don't attack, because it's gonna cost you gain 1 pip every turn, and it costs 1. So, but the more advanced stuff, and the creeper I was talking about is actually like a level 31 that I meet in this video that randomly adds me as a friend. But he uses some more powerful stuff, which is really helpful actually for my video, because you get to see some of the more advanced spells in the game. But as you can see here, I get a free starter deck, and then my wand, what it is, you have all these cards in your deck, and then you have a wand, which is down at the bottom there, that has certain spells. And here you can see at the top all the different types that I'm showing you. And then here's your quest deal. So it's good. So you kind of combine having a deck, and then if you get a better wand, and I really like the art in this game actually, even though it's really childish. I don't know. I find it kind of humorous. Like it's so bad it's good, which is nice. And then you can see that I don't have it on like crazy settings or anything like that. Um, so hopefully I'm going to be getting into combat here. And then those orbs that you see on the ground, those will give you health or mana depending on their color. And here's the combat system. Basically, you walk up to someone and it will trigger it. And then you'll draw random cards like this, and you pick a card and choose to attack. And then they'll do the same thing basically. Of course, they only have a limited amount of things they can do. And so he did 90 damage, and then I'm going to do my little fire spell. And because I'm a pyro mage, I have a better chance with all my fire spells. But in this video, I pick a lot of different spells. And you can actually see that the level 31 cast a big time spell in the background there. But you'll see it again later. And here, you can see there's 4 people, and they're only fighting 2 lost souls actually. But you see how there can be 4 versus 4 if they gather that many enemies and everything, and you can trigger it. Like here, I triggered this guy because I need the quest. Quest is to kill 3 of these lost souls. So here you can kind of see that questing is a little bit generic, but it's not crazy. So I pick a different spell this time. And Thunder's, of course, well, not of course, but Thunder is the most powerful attack in this game. And here's someone joined in with me. I didn't realize it till now. But see, we're both fighting, and then I actually think I kill his lost soul for him, but he'll still get the experience. And if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't even split up the experience for you. Like, we'll both gain. If I was fighting 2, I would still gain 3, just like he would gain 3. And it doesn't matter who killed it, you still gain the same amount of experience. So you don't have to worry about someone coming in and stealing it, because I could join any battle. I just have to walk into that circle, and I'd get to join it. So I wouldn't want to do that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, oh, down at the bottom, what I'm showing right there is, and my game cam kind of hides it a little bit. There's a compass which you can click to show. It will pop up little text squares showing you where everything is in the area that you're in. And then there's a teleport to the commons, which is a group where there's all the shops and the quests and most of the things. There's a teleport home. You actually have a place where you live in this game. And then there's a mark X spot, which is what you saw me do earlier there with this little X here. This little X, if I press, I can use 3 mana to set it down, and then it's free to teleport to that spot. And I actually forget to use it here in a little bit, but I use it for the rest of the game. And it's just a quick, if you want to get back to that spot. It's especially helpful for questing, so you don't have to travel near as much. And now here I've got to go and get some pixies. And I accidentally trigger right before I get the health deal, which I didn't actually need now that I see it. But I was trying to get it, and I trigger another attack, and it's not a pixie, so it's kind of worthless. But I showed some more spells here. And this game, I don't know. I'm not sold on this game. I'm really curious on this game though. Like I want to play it more and see just how in depth it can get because it could, and I haven't died in this game either. Now I almost said depth wrong. I can't really say it very well. But I'm curious to see what happens when you die. I'm guessing you just start over at your house. I don't know if you lose experience or anything like that. I should probably die and just see what happens. I almost die in this video. Um, and I'm just curious if like later game you can actually get if there's more to it, like real team stuff, because they have a really complex system set up for team play. And here, there's that level 31 actually right to the right of me. But they have a really like you can create groups without, and there's friend systems and everything else. So it's set up as if there's some late game rating type stuff, almost like WoW or something set up. So I wonder if it has that, and I'm curious. I'm gonna keep playing it and see. And if there is, I'll definitely bring you some of that content. I'm not gonna bring you more videos of just questing because that'd be super boring to watch. But if I can find some really interesting stuff, I will definitely do it. And there's a text box. I thought about talking that it was gonna be on YouTube, and I tell them later it's gonna be on YouTube, but whatever. So I'm using those spells, and we're basically just trying to finish off these fairies. And the combat, the way it works also is, besides having pips and everything else, each card has a percent next to it. And of course there's also special abilities with cards, but as you can see right there, he fizzled, he didn't do anything. And what it is that percent shows how likely you are to successfully cast something. And normally the more super powerful spells actually have a greater chance of fizzling. Like, right, and see, I can't. It's sometimes the detection as far as battles can be weird in this game. Like right there, I was right next to that fairy and it still didn't spawn until later. But see, you can see there's 70% and then 80% and stuff, and that's the chance I have of successfully casting it. And it seems to me the way they do it also is in boss battles, because this video basically goes to the first boss of the game, just so you can get a good little feature of it. But it seems in boss battles you fizzle a lot more. And fizzling is just annoying. It doesn't cost you a pip though, and it doesn't cost you the card, so that card will still be in your hand. So you can try it again. So it's not like if you have a really rare card in your hand and you fizzle it, you're like, oh, I'm dead. And see, here I almost die even, but I know I've got her as long as I don't fizzle, which normally the first couple of spells in the game, they pretty much don't let you fizzle just so you don't die. But, so I did fine, and then you can also earn equipment and stuff off it. Like I got a novice robe, and I went to my backpack, and I was like, oh, cool. Plus 22 health, that's always helpful. Extra HP is never a bad thing. I look kind of like a dork, but I don't know. It looked okay. The cape I get later even looks retarded, or the hood, I should say. But whatever. And I hate when I forget what I was talking about. Dang it. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I know at this point I'm going back to my quest giver to get more experience and everything. Oh, I was talking about fizzling, and fizzling doesn't, yeah, it doesn't cost you the card, and it doesn't cost you a pip either. So you actually gain a pip. So if I fizzled and I had one pip, and the next turn I'll actually have 2 pips and that card still. So it can, it's not like it super hurts you to fizzle, but at the same time it's not helpful because most of the time at this point all your spells are level 1 anyway, and you want to be doing damage every turn. As you'll see in the boss fight, I almost die, but fortune is okay. And I gain more items. This game is actually like pretty solid and pretty smooth from what I've seen. What's really gonna be the telltale, because I mean any game can start out like this. A lot of games do, in fact. As you'll see, if you've played any online games and stuff, a lot of games start out like this. And see, there's that hood, and I don't know, it looks kind of retarded because I'm a fire mage.